The young man snapped his fingers. He came to an old man's room. Then he called the old man's name. The old man quickly knelt down in front of the young man. The old man kept shouting, "Master." Then the young man used magic on the old man. The old man immediately turned into a young girl. It turned out that the young man used magic to extend her lifespan by 5,000 years. Just then someone came in. The young man immediately went to the street. Suddenly the female CEO shouted the young man's name loudly. The young man came to the company lobby, but the female CEO still found that the young man was late for work. So the female CEO asked the young man to go to her office. However, the female CEO did not blame the young man. Instead, she took out a luxury car key and gave it to him, and told him not to be late for work in the future. The young man refused the female CEO's offer. The female CEO thought the young man couldn't afford to fill up the tank, so she took out another check and gave it to him, and told him to fill it in casually. But the young man refused all of them. The female CEO stomped her foot in anger. The young man didn't know that the female CEO was his wife, who blocked the thunder and lightning for him 5,000 years ago. At this time, a young wealthy man came to the company. It turned out that he came to pursue the female CEO, to show off his superpowers in front of the female CEO. The wealthy man used magic to turn the small potted plant into a big tree, but the female CEO was still not moved. She told the wealthy man to stay away from her. At this time, the wealthy man said that as long as she married him, he could cure her father's illness. The young man had just used magic to observe the female CEO's father. When he was called over by the female CEO, the young man said he didn't want to get involved, but he was abruptly pulled by the female CEO. Then she pretended to be very pitiful and asked the young man, what should she do about the child in her belly?